Alright guys, welcome back. Now you've joined us on the last part, the conclusion to this American Pale Ale, single hopped American Pale Ale, brewed with Columbus. The journey has been been quite a well documented one, and I'm glad I've done it like that. And we're going to be doing that style of filming more often. So we started off with a big brew day, big old long video which you all liked, and followed it every step of the way. The dry hopping, the kegging, the bottling that didn't go down quite so well the first time, and now the taste, which I'm sure them that have followed the series have been looking forward to this or waiting for this. The thing is with this one, the colour is bang on, just what I was wanting. It's hazy though. Now I didn't put in the Proflock tablet, I forgot. We did crash chiller, but she's still a bit hazy. She was worse than this, but so she's clearing in the keg. The carbonation, I don't know if you can pick it up, probably not, but it's rolling up there. It's not too bad. It's not over-carbed in the sense that it's spewing up all over the place. But here's the thing with this pale. In fact, let's have a taste and we'll talk about it. Cheers, fellas. I'm pleased with it. I'm really pleased with it. So here's the thing with the carbonation. For me, the carbonation with pales, the way I like them, especially when the malt bill is very, very minimal, is to have basically just a tingle on the tongue of carbonation. This isn't overcarbed as a beer, but for the style, for me, it's probably got a bit too much carbonation in it. When it first went on the gas, I'd say the next day, after it had been sat for a day at 30 psi, that was perfect. You were getting more of the malts. It just sort of made it a nicer, rounder pale. And I think the carbonation can sometimes strip away that delicate malty profile, especially with the pales, like I say, if it's a basic malt bill with not too much happening in it. Having said that though, I'm still very pleased with it. You are definitely getting the malts, although not as strong as before the carbonation sort of hit its peak. It's nice and clean, like I was saying in the last video, or was it the last video? Yeah, it was, the last bottling video. I enjoy brewing the pales, because if you do a good job with the pale, at the end of it when you get into a glass, you can be really proud of yourself, really pleased, because there's nowhere to hide with the pale. The malt bill is very simple and very modest, so there's not a lot of specialty malts in it, and so because of that it allows few off flavours, if you have got any, to sort of really come through when you don't want them to. So if you brew up a nice pale and it is clean as a whistle and fine, then it's all the more rewarding. But it's a good exercise to do. I'd say anyone that's brewing, anyone that's doing this and isn't quite sort of hitting the flavours they want, or they're getting a few sort of iffy flavours and they don't know what it is, I'd say brew a couple of pales with basic malt bills, and when you can nail them and get them close to having sort of no off flavours in them and stuff, it sort of improves on your kettle skills, like I say, fermentation temps and your scheduling. I've been doing that recently, you know I have, because that's mainly what I've been brewing, and it sort of keeps you sharpened a little bit more on what's happening in the whole process. Now, the Columbus hop. First used Columbus when we were brewing up the coconut Charpier at Ida Valley Brewery. We used it as a bittering hop, but the smell coming off of it was intense, like a sour, lemony, sherbety sweet. You're getting hints of tropical dankness on there and a little bit of pine, and we both sort of smelt it that day when we were brewing the coconut Sharpay, and we're like, we need to do a beer where this is the sole hop and it can shine, and see what it does, see how it does in a pale. I'm really pleased with this. This hop has really given a lot of aroma, a lot of flavour profile into it. It's funny, everything's very slight, but they all come together and really sort of build this big boldish flavour. It's a bit dank, there's a bit of pine in there, some citrus, a hint of tropical, but you're getting an aroma and a flavour of, if you had like a bunch of tangerines still in the skins, just in the bag, that sort of, it's a different aroma to when you sort of start peeling them or get the flesh out, but just the actual smell, there is a hint of that going on in there. I think it works well with the malt bill. It's nice and clean, nice and refreshing. It's come out at 4.5%. The drinkability on this, even sort of carved up, is really good. I could sink 4 or 5 of these, no problem. The mouthfeel is nice and refreshing, it's nice and light, the ABV is down, and then flavours are just nice and refreshing. It almost cleanses the palate every time you take a sip. And as you can see, this one isn't hanging around. The bitterness as well as mellowed from when we very first took a taste of it out the fermentation vessel. It's there, but it's just sort of holding everything in check. It's really nice and balanced, and like I said, it's not often I'll coo and R over a beer I've made because I'm really critical about them, but this one is definitely one that's going to be rebrewed for sure, and enjoyed. This one will be absolutely fantastic at a summer barbecue. My goodness. And that's it, fellas. That's it. That concludes the videos that have been based around this American Pale Ale, where Columbus is the star of the show. My goodness. So that's it, fellas. Don't forget to thumb up this video. It keeps us doing what I want to do. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a little red button down here that says subscribe. Click it. You won't miss out on what's coming up next. Share the video. Get it out there for all to see. And until next time, I'm out of here.